So accounting for share capital. Have you discussed anything in our previous class related to this topic, this chapter?
So we started.
Okay, we just discussed the basic part. Okay,
Yes, sir.
the overview. Okay, so accounting for share capital. Now, in this chapter, we have to study these topics. You will see definition of and its feature, types of company, meaning and types of shares, classification of share capital, and presentation of share capital in balance sheet. So up to this part here, this is a pure theoretical part. There is no practical part up to this topic. After that, you will see the practical portions. Okay, so it will take some time to complete these 4 topics. Okay, after that, there is presentation of share capital in both balance sheet, issue of share for payment in lump sum or installment, journal entry for issue of share at par and premium, oversubscription, pro rata allotment for feature of share, and then reissue of share. These are the topics we have to cover in this chapter. So the first thing is definition of company and its features. Now, the definition is given. This. You can say it is written, company is an artificial person created by law, capital of which is divided in shares and which has a common sale. This is a very simple definition. You can easily understand. Okay, there is one more line that can be attached with it, that capital of which is divided into small parts. It is called shares, and ownership of share means ownership of company. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay, so this is the basic definition of company. Actually, there is 2 or 3 definition. So I didn't get enough time to prepare the presentation, so that I have written this only. Okay, the first thing, you can see the feature, artificial person created by what artificial person. You understand what is artificial person?
Their voices breaking. Could you repeat?
Okay, 1 minute. Is it clear now?
That is.
Still, it is breaking.
No, sir, it's fine now.
Okay, so the first thing is artificial person. Do you understand this word artificial person? No?
So, understand it in the sense of the company.
Can you repeat?
And so I don't understand how it is related with the company.
Okay, okay. So actually artificial person means which is created by human being. Yes?
Yes, sir.
You can say a robot.
Yes, sir.
Yes. So in the same manner, actually in the you can say view of law, okay, it is a person. Company is treated as a person. Okay, it has a separate legal identity, means it can lodge a case or sue other person, and it can be sued by other persons. Okay, so case is filed against the company, or company can file case against some other person. So that's why in the view of law, it is a person. Okay, and it is created by human being. That's why it is artificial.
Okay, sir.
Okay, and it is created by law, because company cannot be created without consent of government, without consent of the governing authorities. So that's why it is created by law. Now you can see the second thing, separate legal identity. Now what does it mean? It is attached with common seal, you can see. Separate legal identity means a person has separate legal identity if he can do anything as an individual. Okay, I told you that he can charge, he can file cases against some other person, and some other person can file cases against us. Then we can be separate legal identity. Okay, so generally when you can say child is below the age of 18 or minor, you can say, then it is treated like that he has no separate legal identity. He will work as per their parents. Okay, so that's why a company has separate legal identity, means it can file cases against some other person. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay. The third is perpetual succession. Now, perpetual succession means company will not end with its owner. Now, what does it mean? In proprietorship business or partnership business, you can see that proprietorship business you can easily start without taking any permission from government. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
And what about partnership? You can start it with without any permission, or you have to take permission from government.
So you need to register it and you need permission from the government.
We need to register it. It is compulsory.
Yes, sir.
No, registration of partnership is not compulsory. This can be asked as objective question, and you have to write no, registration is not necessary.
Okay, sir.
Okay, because let's say actually in real life I'm running a coaching institution at my place. Okay, and it is a proprietorship business, obviously. So I'm running a coaching institution, and I have not taken any permission from government or local authority. Okay, so this is proprietorship business, and we don't need any permission from government. If we cross any limit that is specified by the government, then we need to register with the government. Okay, in the same manner, I can start a coaching institution with some other person. Okay, including in that business, that is called partnership. And in the same manner, we don't have to take permission from the government. Okay, so that's why company is called created by law, artificial person. Okay. Your voice is now breaking.
So am I audible now?
Yes. Okay. So yes, it is created by law company, but proprietorship is not required. The registration or partnership is not required. So that's why it is not created by law. We can create it easily. And after that, if we need or if we cross any limit, then we have to register our proprietorship or partnership form with the government. Okay. In the same manner, partnership and proprietorship don't have any separate legal identity. Okay. For example, if I'm running a coaching institution and there is some incident or someone wants to charge a case or file a case against me, then It will not on coaching institute. If they file cases against my coaching, then it will be not like that. My coaching institute will be responsible for that. I will be responsible. Yes.
Yes, sir.
So that's why coaching institute don't have any separate legal identity. In the same manner, if any business is there, okay, and it is a proprietorship business, then the proprietorship has a legal identity. The business don't have any separate legal identity. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So in the name of, in the view of law or government, the owner and business, proprietorship business, both are same. So they don't have any separate legal identity. The third is perpetual succession. Matlab, means if we try to establish a business and we run our business, after some time, let's say the person who is running the business is gone or is dead. Okay, so in that situation, his business is also, and yes or no?
So in the case of what?
In the case of like he is gone or dead.
No, sir, in proprietorship or like company.
In proprietorship.
Yes, sir.
Yes. In the same manner, if the business is partnership and there is 4 partner and they meet with an accident and all 4 partners is dead, then
Then the partnership will come to an end.
yes, the partnership will end. Yes.
Yes, sir.
So with the proprietor, with the partners, business also finished. There is no succession, or if they transfer the business or they are running a business, then their you can say the representative, legal representative will take over the business. Okay.
Yes, sir.
But in case of company, the company has, I already told you that company has separate legal identity. So if any owner of the company dies, then company will continue its business. It has perpetual succession, means it don't have any effect on company of the owner died. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So if owner dies, then actually in company, I told you that there are many shareholders, like 1 lakh, 2 lakh, 5 lakh. There can be many number of shareholders and all of them are owners. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So if any one of them is dead, is there any impact on the company?
No, sir.
No, his share will be transferred to someone else. Okay, and all other person will be running the business. Now there is one more thing, it is very important, that management and ownership part. You can see here the this point, management and ownership. Now if you are running a proprietorship business, then you are owner and you have taken the responsibility of management also. Yes or no? Both. In proprietorship and in partnership also, because the person who is partner in partnership business also running the business. But in case of company, ownership is with shareholders, but the director and manager is appointed to run the business.
Okay, sir.
So ownership and management are different in case of company. That's why it has always perpetual succession, because to run our business, it is not required that ownership will continue. It can be changed, or then there will be no impact on company. Let's say I have a share of a company and I sold it to someone. Is there any impact on company? No, because ownership is different and management is different. But if I am running the business and if I change the ownership, I sell it to some other person, then that person will take over and he will manage the business in his own way. So it will be impacted. The business will be impacted by the change in ownership. Yes or no? Okay, so this is our management and ownership. The fourth point is transferability of shares. Okay, so we will discuss the type of company in the next class or in this class maybe. So transferability of shares means that share of company can be transferred to someone else. It can be transferable. It should be, sorry, it should be transferable. Okay, there is no restriction on transferability of share. But there is two types of company. One is public company and the other is private company. Now, public company share is sold and purchased in open market. Sold and purchased in open market, but private company share cannot be sold and purchased in open market. For that, you have to take permission of all other shareholders. Okay, otherwise you cannot transfer your shares. Shares are transferable, but for that you have to take permission of all other shareholders, because it is private company. You cannot sold it to the outsiders. The shares of private company cannot be sold to outsiders, but public company share can be easily purchased or sold through share market, stock exchange, if you know. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so the last point is common seal. Now you know about signature. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay, can you tell me if there is any agreement between partnership business or proprietorship business with some other business, then who will sign the document?
The owners.
The owners. Yes. So owner will sign the document. But in case of company, there is signature of company. Signature of company will be placed on documents, and then director's signature is also placed on the document. Okay, so director signature and company signature will be placed on document. Any question?
Yes, sir.
You should have one question, that how a company will sign the document.
That they'll have this seal with the company logo and name, which.
Like a stamp.
Yes, sir.
You know this.
No, sir, but
Okay,
I've seen.
you have seen this.
Not in real life, sir, but like in movies and TVs, you can see.
Okay, actually, the common seal is different. It is not like normal stamp. Okay, normal stamp is it is ink placed in that stamp, and if you do like this, then there will be a sign, signature, stamp, signature. But in case of company, the stamp is made of, you can say, iron, and there is two iron like this, and there is a gap between these. Okay, you place the document in this gap, and then you place the this iron. Okay, and there will be mark, not ink. It is like you get a mark on the document. Okay, so this is common seal. Okay, so this is company and its feature. You want to copy this or have you taken the screenshot?
You have taken screenshot.
Okay. One minute. Okay. So the next thing is types of company. Okay. Types of company. I will provide you the actually theoretical part for this. Okay. In our next class, actually, I don't have enough time to prepare the presentation. That's why. So types of company. There is one private company and public company, and there is a government company also. Okay. Now, private company means there is some restriction on transferability of shares. Means share cannot be easily transferred to some other person, or it cannot be sold or purchased in open market. So it is private company. Public company is listed on stock exchange of any country. Okay, and you can easily purchase or sell the share through open market by opening a demat account. Okay, it is called demat account, and through that account you can purchase or sell shares of different companies who which is listed on the stock exchange. So that is called public company. And the next is government company. Government company are the company in which total 51% shares is held by central government, state government, or local authority combined. So these are called government companies. Is this clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. There is one person company. One person company. Actually, in private company, you need at least 2%. Two directors. In public company, you need at least 7%. So these are restriction that a single person cannot start a company. Okay, but if you wanted to start, then you need at least 2% for starting a private. Now, by creating this concept of 1% company, government has removed this restriction. Okay, it is for the benefit of public, so that you can easily start a company 1%. Now, 1% company has some specified limit on paid up capital. Means capital, well, amount of capital that you can invest in company, and their turnover. Okay, and in this company, the management and ownership both can be same. Okay, so these are some things that is given for 1% company. So all the restriction that is put on private company, public company is removed for 1% company, that you can take the benefit of company, and you don't have to follow all these rules that is applicable on private company, public company, and government company. So there are some benefit for 1% company. Okay, so this is our types of company. Is this clear? Okay. Okay. This is the transferability of share. On the basis of transferability of share, transferability of shares. So on the basis of this, company is divided in these four. Next is on the basis of shares, sorry, limitation or liability. So in this also there is three types of company. First is company limited by shares. Company limited by guarantee. And the third one is unlimited companies. Unlimited liability company or unlimited companies. Now, what does it mean? Limited by shares. Okay. So first of all, there is a feature of partnership. It is also a feature of proprietorship. If you remember, unlimited liability.
Yes, sir.
Can you tell me what it is?
So that is it doesn't mean it's beyond their debt paying capacity, and they'll have to pay it back with their personal funds.
Yes, yes. They have to pay if the partnership firm is not able to pay its liability because there is no assets left, then the partners has to pay from their personal property, personal assets. Okay. Okay. But in this case, it is limited by shares, means you don't have to pay the unlimited amount. There is certain amount fixed. So let's say I told you that the company capital is divided into small parts, which is called shares. Okay. Now, these shares have some face value, or you can say nominal value. Let's say the price is 100 rupees per share. Okay. And you have purchased 5 shares of the company. 5 shares. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Now, company has already asked for 200 rupees from you at the time of, you can say, purchasing, because it is not like that company will receive all the money at the time of purchasing the share. You will take some money at the time of purchase, and then after that they can demand balance money. Okay, so the company can ask money in installment. So at the time of purchase, they ask you for 200 rupees, which you have already paid. Okay.
Totally repeat. Your voice is breaking again.
Again. Okay. Is it here? Is it clear now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so in case of company, let's say I told you that company capital is divided into small parts, which is called shares. Every share has some face value. And let's say face value is 100 per share, 100 per share. And you have purchased total 5 share of that company. Okay. At the time of purchasing the share, you have paid 200 rupees. Is this clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, the company goes into liquidation, means it is going to be shut down. Now, the company is not able to pay its liability with its assets. So, how much money you will pay to the company?
So we should pay to the company.
Yes.
So do we have to pay the remaining 300?
Yes, we will pay only remaining 300 because this is our liability. We have purchased total 5 share of rupees 100 each. So we have to pay only 500 and we have paid already 200 rupees. So we will pay only 300 balance. Okay. Not all the liability will be paid by us. So this is called limited liability, means that you have purchased how many share, your liability is limited to that amount.
Okay, sir.
Okay. And the next thing is limited by guarantee. So in case of guarantee, there is no shares, but you give guarantee that I will pay in any case, not more than this amount. Okay. So you said to the company that I will pay 5,000 rupees in present or future. At any time, company can ask, company can demand. Okay. So I will pay 5,000 rupees. So this is your guarantee given to the company. So in case company needs any money, let's say 10,000 rupees, then they can ask you only 5,000 because you have given guarantee for this amount.
So could you repeat that point again?
Is it still breaking?
No, sir, you're clear.
Okay. So I'm saying that in case of limited by guarantee, it means that you have given a guarantee of some amount. I told you example of 5,000 rupees. So you have given a guarantee to the company that in case company needs it, then you will pay 5,000 rupees. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Now, at the end of the year, company needs 10,000 rupees and they ask you for that money. So will you pay the same amount?
So we have to pay only 5,000.
Yes, we will only pay 5,000. We will tell the company that I have given a guarantee of 5,000 only, so I will pay that amount only. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So your liability is limited up to the guarantee given by you to the company.
Okay, sir.
And the third is unlimited company. Unlimited company means where liability is not limited. It is same like proprietorship or partnership, means you have to pay from your personal property also.
Okay, sir.
But now in the present time, this is not actually applicable. I have not seen any company like this in my own life. Okay, so I have never seen a company with unlimited liability in present time. So I don't think it works now. But for theoretical purpose, yes, on the basis of liability, there is 3 types of company: limited by shares, limited by guarantee, and unlimited company. Is this clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, types of share. After this, there is a concept of types of shares. Just 1 minute. I have told you about types of share, I think.
So this would be authorized. So equity share and preference share.
Yes, yes.
Yes, I have told.
Okay. Actually, we have to go in detail for this. It is not only simple that the classification types of share. One minute. Okay. Actually, it is not written here. So types of share. There is two types of share. One is equity and second is preference. Now, there is no definition given for equity shares. Okay, only definition of preference share is given. And in equity share, it is written that share which are not preference is called equity share. So all shares which is not preference is equity. Now, what is preference share then? Okay, so preference share means, you know, the word that is given here, preference. What does it mean?
So that it is preferred first. Oh, it is preferred over something else. Given
Yes, it
preference.
is preferred over something or someone else. Okay, so preference share here means shares or shareholders which have preferential rights to, there is two preferential rights given to preference share. Shareholders which have preferential right to receive dividend first, and then receive his capital or receive his money, you can say, back at the time of liquidation. At the time of liquidation. You know the liquidation? Liquidation means shut down of business.
Okay, sir.
Oh. So there is two preferential right given to preference shares. First is to receive dividend first, and the second is receive his capital money back at the time of liquidation. Now, both of these are shared, and shareholders are the owners of the company. You know that, yes?
Yes, sir.
Now, what do you think? In these two, equity and preference, Who is the actual owner of the company? Equity share, preference share, or both?
So is it equity shareholders?
Equity share.
Yes, sir.
Why do you think so?
So because it's also known as owner's share.
Owner share. Actually, if we talk about shareholders fund, then it includes equity and preference both.
Yes, sir.
So your answer is correct, that equity is the actual owner. But what is the reason behind it? Okay, let's take example here. Let's say you have a business. Okay, what is your favorite business? If there is any.
The clothing business.
Okay. So okay. So let's say this is your business and you have sold products in a year of 20 lakh. And there is some expenses that you have paid for your business. It is 10 lakh. And there is interest. Three lakh. And let's say your salary for working in the business is 2 lakh and the balance is profit. Okay. So what do you think? In all of these expenses, which one will be paid first?
So the salary.
Salary? No, this will be paid first. Then the balance will be paid as interest. Salary is payable to you. Okay, so it is like an appropriation. Okay, you are giving profit to yourself, so it will be paid in last.
Okay, sir.
Okay, and then the balance is profit, 5 lakh. It will also paid to you in last. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Because the payment to owner is always made in the last. This is very simple. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Or you can say this, that I will receive this money first and then balance amount will be paid as expenses or interest.
But can we
We
do
can
that?
say, yes, I am asking to you.
Sir, I don't think so.
What do you think? Yes, we cannot do this because let's say this is, we have calculated 5 lakh. Let's say our expectation is 7 lakh profit. Yes.
Yes, sir.
And 3 lakh salary also. So total is 10 lakh. So in 20 lakh, we will take this first, then the balance 10 lakh will be paid to expenses. And we will go to bank and say to them that we don't have balance profit left, so we will pay you next year. Bank will agree or not?
No, sir.
No, he will say to you that I don't care that you have profit or loss, you have to pay my money first. Yes.
Yes, sir.
So in these three, the expenses, interest, salary, and profit, these four, you can change this amount. Yes or no? It is up to you.
Yes,
So
sir.
that's why both of these will be paid in last, and the expenses and interest will be paid before.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Now, there is two concept here, that owner always get profit or anything in last. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
This is first concept in this example. The second concept is owner gets only balance. Only balance. You cannot receive money in fixed portion or fixed amount. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Whatever left with this, you will get the amount. Okay, let's say this is not 20 lakh, it is only 14 lakh. Okay, so we will receive 10, 13, or you will receive only 1 lakh because this is left.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so owner gets only balance amount after payment of all the expenses. Now, in both of these, actually, in equity and preference, who is getting money in the last?
Equity shareholder.
Equity shareholder. And whose amount, yeah, or whose profit or share is not fixed?
Equity shareholders.
It is also equity, because preference share, if he is getting money first, receive dividend first, then a rate will be fixed. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So rate will be fixed. So it means preference share is not an actual owner, because he is receiving his money before equity share, and he is receiving his money in fixed percentage. So both of these situation, both of these two condition indicates that preference share is not an actual owner, equity share is.
Okay, sir.
And that's why equity share have voting rights, but preference share, no voting rights. Now, what is voting right in the company? Why shareholders need voting right?
So is it to select the directors or people?
To appoint directors to take important decisions, okay, we need voting in a company. To change something that is very important in the company, then you need voting from the shareholders. Okay, they will vote that this can happen or not. So that's why we need voting rights.
Okay, sir.
Okay, because director is just an employee or management of company. They cannot